The Bismarck Library offers a little bit of something for everyone, and if you've ever stepped inside the children's library, you may have run into what we call local celebrity, Miss Sparkles. So she is here now with some awesome back to school book recommendations. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, Miss Sparkles, also known as Annabelle Maher's very proud aunt, Jana Maher.
Yes, I am Annabelle's auntie. She's got a lot of aunties, but biggest fan right here.
I was going to say, I might have seen a tear fall from her face when she was performing. So that was so beautiful, by the way. So how exciting is that for you to kind of watch her perform like this?
I know, it's just wonderful, and I feel like I've tried to go to all of her concerts and watch from afar, because they do live in Fargo and I do live in Bismarck. But very proud, very, very proud.
Oh,
that's so awesome.
Yes. So
obviously a very fun family to hang out with. Like,
kidding.
Invite us over for Thanksgiving.
No,
all right?
exactly, right? We were on the river yesterday and we were just kind of giggling because she's the oldest of 5 kids. So we had a pontoon full of family time yesterday, and then this morning we're like, on the way here, we're like, well, here we go on the news. Like, you just never know what families do together.
Celebrity runs in the family. I love that. Okay, so we want to talk with you about back to school time, and you brought some great back to school book recommendations for anyone who might be nervous about going back to school. So what did you bring for us today?
Yes, I brought a few picture books that I like to read to the boys and girls before starting school back up. I was someone who moved every couple years, so I was always the new kid at school, and where do you sit at lunch is always like the biggest thing you think about. And so I brought The World Needs More Purple People, the book right there in the middle, and it's written by Kristen Bell, and of course, don't we just love her and Dax. And it just is more about just sticking up for kids who need help and being kind, and that being purple has nothing to do with color. It's just being a good friend. And so I really liked that book. And then I brought a book, Teachers Get Nervous Too, before school starts. So I brought a book from a teacher's perspective, and you can read it the night before school to your kids and know that teachers have to get ready too, and they are nervous. And then I really brought one that just talks about butterflies and the nerves and how everybody feels it. And the school bus, a lot of times I'll ask boys and girls, like, what was your favorite part of school today? And it's usually the school bus. And so I brought a book about just even time on the school bus, because that is the one time where kids are with different grade levels on the school bus. And so that can be something that is really important and a big fear, especially for the kindergartners, because you can sit with 5th graders on the bus, and during the school day you kind of don't really see the older kids. And so those are kind of the books that I brought today.
That's right. The bus was, even I talked about the lunch, the bus was anxiety. That bus pulls up on day 1 and you hop on there and you're like, where do I go? And the bus driver's like, sit down.
Sit down, don't move.
Sit down, don't move.
That's right. And I love that you also brought How to Get Your Teacher Ready. Because, we always think about the perspective of the kids, but, teachers are probably pretty nervous this time of year as well.
Exactly.
And just hoping for a wonderful school year. So thank you for bringing those. You also brought a funny looking book here.
Yes, I love humor, and I try to pick all the funny books that make you laugh. And so this one is one I've really been enjoying, and it's titled My School Stinks. And the boy goes to school, and the school is full of animals and all the different fun things that animals do throughout the day. And so it's kind of a little fun tie-in that you just never know what you might find at school.
That's awesome. You can check all these books out for free at the Bismarck Library, which is fantastic. And you can also listen to Miss Sparkles read story time. Tell us about that. I know you're still kind of working on the fall schedule, right?
Yes, I do take the month of August off, just kind of gear up for the school year, and so we'll be starting back up mid-September. But I try to offer story times in person at the parks. I do them virtually through my Miss Sparkles Facebook page, and so you can watch me live at 8:30 in the mornings, or we record them and save them so you can watch them at night when the kids are trying to wind down. I do know that a lot of classrooms and preschools watch them at their schools. And so a lot of times we have a lot of people do come to story times at the library, but the daycares and the preschools, busing, transportation is You know,
That's a
they don't
lot.
all
Yeah.
have that, and so the fact that they can put it up and watch it wherever they are has been a really wonderful addition.
It's
Yes.
awesome. And we do have to show really quickly, Miss Sparkles might come to your house, by the way. So take a quick look at this video.
Who's a special guest? Miss Sparkles. Hi, Miss Sparkles.
Let her in. Go out there. I made you a sign. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
You ready for that? Okay, so there is a sign. An awesome reader
Yeah.
lives here. And when
Yes.
you show up, it's better than Santa Claus, as you
Yeah.
could just see. So tell us about that. How does that work?
It is something we kind of started doing during COVID. So I can bring some books to the kids. They can keep them for forever. They can pass them on to their friends. And I put a sign in the yard and I try to decorate it and make it personalized on one side. And it kind of started during COVID times. And then just with the school year starting back up, again, nerves, anxiety. And so I did a little push last week of if you are proud of your reader from the summer, if you want them to get excited about the school year. And I didn't really know how many people would email me back, and I was overwhelmed with the response. And of course, school doesn't even start till this Thursday, and so I have a lot more this week. And I'll keep on doing it until I run out of signs, and then I'm going to get more signs. So
Okay.
it's really I do it for the kids.
Yeah.
But I also say I do it for my heart too, because
Oh.
it makes me feel really good.
We can
Makes
tell.
us
Yeah.
all feel good. Thank you
Yes.
so much for being with us
Thank
today,
you for having me.
Jana. And if you would like to see her, make sure you check out the Bismarck Library. Also follow Miss Sparkles on Facebook. You will see some of those wonderful story times right there. And also, Bismarck Library is at bismarcklibrary.org, so check it out.
Yeah, I was going to ask her why she does this, but when you saw that little boy open the door,
There it is.
That's why she
That's
does
why.
this. That's so cool. Coming up next, folks, Marla